Hey, what's up YouTube? Asian Trigger here again. I'm here with a, I guess you can call it question and answer. I'd be open to questions. If you guys have any questions, so just go ahead and ask me any questions you have, and I'll answer it like this, pretty much. So I have a question here from RBroX0111, and he's asking, do you find that you draw a lot of triggers in this deck because I seem to draw them all the time? Now, I found out with my deck, this was for my video, my Grand Blue deck profile video. Yeah, I do find out that I run into a lot of triggers, but again, there's a perfectly good explanation for that. The explanation is pretty much that yeah, let me see. Okay, the explanation for that is pretty much about, it's similar to decking out part, the decking out video and everything that I had for my channel. Pretty much the reason for all that is because if you're drawing into your triggers, that's because you're milling through your deck really at a good pace, or a decent pace. So you're pretty much milling through all the cards that aren't triggers, and they're going to your graveyard with this with the deck. So that's when you end up finding yourself drawing into the triggers, because you're going through the deck already and you're getting all the cards that aren't triggers, so then you end up drawing through the triggers. So that should pretty much make sense, because you won't have so much cards in your deck. It's not like you're gonna end up drawing the same cards that aren't triggers. The chances of you drawing a trigger is pretty much well, it's 16 out of 50, of course, but the chances of you drawing into a late game when you already got all your triggers, and well, not all your triggers, when you already got some of your triggers, and then you got mostly all the regular cards, like all the other regular units aren't triggers, the chance of you drawing to a trigger isn't uncommon. A lot of people draws into triggers. It's not mostly just this deck. It also depends on your luck. Now, this deck in particular is just because you mill all the cards that aren't triggers and you draw into the triggers, and that's not too bad either. When you draw into the triggers, think of it like this: you're adding another 10k shield to your hand. You need to stay optimistic about this, not pessimistic, because stay optimistic, you see that, oh look, I have a 10k shield. That's like guarding a whole 15k attack or a whole 17k attack or whatever from a rear guard. So that pretty much keeps you motivated so you can get rid of everything. And yep, so Asian Trigger out.